Hello there people, my name's Amanamaz and I just finished watching season 3 of The Mandalorian. And not to sound like a Debbie Downer or anything straight away, but this season isn't as good as season 1 or 2. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's just better than alright. I will be going into spoilers by the way, so here's your warning. There are plenty of ups this season, but there are more downs compared to the usual. But apparently that's because there was a lot of backstage meddling trying to fit everything in, as Grogu is the cash cow now and other shows were being cancelled. Which is a shame, as it most likely affected Book of Boba Fett too. Like, apparently this season was supposed to be based on Mando and Grogu eventually reuniting, but they rushed it to the very beginning. So hopefully season 4 is a lot more coherent and much more in line with the first two. But anyway, back to this current season. As I said in my initial thoughts video, I thought the main aim for Mando was to watch him take a bath. But luckily that was done in the first 2 episodes, which I was quite surprised about, to be honest, as I thought they would have explored Mandalore a bit more on his journey there. But exploring Mandalore happened for another reason, and that was, just as I thought initially, Mandalore still being habitable. So the aim of the season was for the main characters to take back their home, but the shock twist is that Moff Gideon is still alive and that he is based on Mandalore trying to build up an army. Now, when the show focused on this, it was really good. However, a good chunk of the show almost felt like it focused on side missions that didn't matter or just wasted time. Like the droid mission on the Jack Black and Lizzo episode was just not necessary, and it took up most of the screen time in an already short show. It even made Mando and Grogu feel like secondary characters at times. The same goes for when they spent a bit too much time on Dr. Pershing and Elia Kane, though at least with them, it led to Moff Gideon returning. So basically, the main issues of the season is summed up with that. Too much side stuff that didn't contribute to the overall story. Everything else, however, is great. The action sequences were really good, especially in the final 2 episodes. Seeing Mando John Wick Dark Troopers in the hallway was awesome. The score is still fantastic, and the effects, whether it was CGI or practical, is still top tier. And the whole show ends in a fucking wholesome way, with Mando officially adopting Grogu as his son, and that he will train him in the ways of the Mandalorian. I couldn't help but smile and say, "Oh, that's cute," when it was happening. So if you have any semblance of a soul, you will feel the same way. It ends the season really nicely, and if it were to end the show overall, it would have been such a fitting end. But I can't wait to see them and their adventures in season 4. As it was hinted, it will mainly just be them for Grogu's training. Overall, the show was fine, it was alright, and I had a good time with it. It was definitely a step down from season 1 and 2, but it started and finished really good, and it's mainly how you leave them. If you finish strong, it makes up for many faults in the middle, and I think the show did that. Do I recommend that you watch it? Yeah, I think you should. But I do warn that the quality might drop a bit in the middle if you're a casual Star Wars fan. If I had to give it a rating, it would be a 7 out of 10, with seasons 1 and 2 being 9 or 10, just to give context in the drop in quality. Anyway, if you like my review, please leave a like and subscribe, that would greatly be appreciated, and I shall see you next time, and peace.